Hello, Mrs. Talkington here. This week in my class, we're still learning about birthdays. We're going to be planning our own birthday party for Friday. So today I'm going to show you how to draw a birthday cake. So let's make a start. Right, I'm going to start with the top of the cake and do the sides, and then I'm going to put the decorations on the top. And you'll see why that's important to start that way. So we're going to do a slightly curved line. So not a straight one, slightly curved one, because our cake is a circle shape. So just slightly curved. Now we're going to do this a bit back to front. We're going to draw all the dribbles and chocolate dribbles on the cake first, and then we'll go back to put the icing on the top. And the reason I'm doing that is because if we put the icing on first, we won't be able. Our lines will end up going over and under each other. So I'm going to draw the sides of the cake, going down. Same on both sides. Just check that it's the same one. That is. Okay. Right, now I'm ready to draw the chocolate dribbles that go down the side of my cake. Now it's just a curvy line, so like lots of little bridges. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go up and over, do a little drip. Up over my bridge, do a little drip. Up and over my bridge, I'm going to do a longer drip. Up and over my bridge, medium size one, and up to here, and then follow that line down the side and go off to the edge. Then I'm going to go back to this beginning one, follow it down, do a curve down there. Now at the moment this doesn't make much sense, but I'm going to use this line to start putting the icing on the cake, and then we'll put the candles on the top. So I'm going to do some big piles of cream that's been piped onto the top. So we're going to do a tear shape. So it's a shape like that, like a tear or a raindrop, and we're going to do them right next to each other. So down, round, wide, up to the top. I'm going to go back to this side, down and back to the top, down, round, back to the top, and I've got room on the edge just to do one more. And one here. There we go. Okay, now each of my piped pieces of icing I've got swirls on, so we're going to draw a curve going across each piece of icing, and then we're going to follow that same line so it's parallel to the other one. So it looks like it's becoming a piping bag. So a big swirl across, doesn't matter what shape, just a slightly curved shape, and then follow that line along like it's a bit like it's a road. You're drawing lots of little roads next to each other. So a curve, then round. There we go. And keep going until you've put piping lines on all of your pieces of icing. There we go. One more here. Just join that one back together again, and the same over here. Little curve. There we go. So there's our icing. Right, we're ready to draw the bottom of the cake. So we're going to draw the same curved line here at the bottom. That's where our cake goes on the cake board. All right. Now we're going to do our candles next, because we want to draw the icing on the back, but if we draw it first, the candles will be drawn over the top. So I'm going to put 5 candles on my cake. So I'm going to think about where the middle is. I'm going to draw one straight line, like a little miniature, really thin rectangle. So it's very tall but very thin, and then I'm going to leave a little space and do another one, and then do one more this side. So you've got your 1 in the middle, 2 on that side. I'm going to go back to do 2 on this side. So straight line down, stop when you get to your icing so it looks like it's going behind, and leave a little gap again, go down, across and down. Now each candle's got a wick, which is the bit that you light. So draw them on the top, and then we're going to draw the flame over the top. The flame is exactly the same shape as the icing that you've done. There we go. And do it over the top of the wick. Last one. There we go. There's our 5 candles. Now we can draw the icing on the back of the cake, because the cake's a circle, so you'd make it so the icing was on the back too. So all you need to do is draw some triangles going in between. Awesome. Not even the bottom of a triangle, just the points. Now this one, we can draw the bottom of it, because you can see it's a little bit showing. There we go. And then let's do one, squeeze one in here. And one more on this side. Draw the bottom of that one. Now we can go back in to do the bases of them. They're just like little smiles. There we go. And we need to do exactly the same pattern as we did before. So a swirl and follow that line round. A swirl shape and follow it round. Make sure you don't draw on your candles. And the last one. Yeah, needs a bit of patience to do that. Okay, now we're back to the bottom of our cake. We're going to draw the cake board that it's on. So we're going to draw a big smile going around the bottom. Then a line down either side. And then we're going to join that line up, following the other one. There we go. Now, quite often on these lovely dribble cakes, there's lots of hundreds and thousands of those little pink and blue and white and yellow pieces of sugar. So I'm going to do lots of hundreds and thousands. I'm going to just use little dots all over my cake. There we go. They're usually just at the bottom. You see pictures of them, like all different rainbow colours, aren't they? And then I'm going to add some little chocolate strands. So I'm going to draw what looks like a tiny little bit of rice in some of the spaces, and they can be the chocolate ones that have gone on there. There we go, just any little space you can find to draw one in, and then have a look. Think, oh, that would look like good to have one there, maybe another one in there, and maybe I think just one more at the bottom. There we go, a few more hundreds and thousands on there. It's making me feel hungry. There, okay, so there's your cake. Let's just join that top bit up there, round bit on there, and our cake is finished. Okay, now our party would not be the same without balloons. We had kipper balloons, didn't we, last week? So let's do a couple of balloons on the side. So a round shape at the bottom, and when you join it up, you do a triangle at the bottom. And then I'm going to do the string with a bit of a loop on it, and then I'm going to do another balloon on this side, and then a string on that, and then some party poppers. So I'm just going to draw a little swirl. So we go down, draw a circle and round, down, draw a circle and round. If you know somebody who's having a lockdown birthday and you can't get to the shops to buy a card, it might be nice. You could draw a picture of a birthday cake for them, colour the balloons in, and give them to them for their birthday. Now the last bit is we put happy birthday at the bottom. So let's start. We're going to think about making sure we're going to fit happy birthday in. Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm going to go back and put some little dots on the end of each letter. Now you don't have to do this. You might want to put the person's name instead. You don't have to write happy birthday if you don't want to. A little dot on the end of every letter, just to make it look a bit fancy, and an exclamation mark at the end. There we go. Happy birthday. Hope you enjoy doing that, and I'll see you all again next week.